What's up, everybody? We back again. Today we're going to be looking at a broken pop-up. Usually, sometimes if you're lucky, you'll get a pop-up like this. It'll break, but sometimes you'll just have the actual nozzle come off and you can easily just screw one back on. Well, in this case, the whole top came off. This is actually an insert female thread on this, which is a pain because not many people use these anymore. So my advice is, if you do come along one of these, it's best just to change it out anyways. This one's got a lot of dirt. Looks like it's been broken for a good bit. We're going to take out our marker flag. You're going to need a new pop-up. This is a 4-inch. For this area, that's about all we need. I don't know if you can see, but there's really nothing around here. I got a tree, and that's about it. So once again, Hunter Products is what we want to go with. Nozzles. That's actually, though, take that back. This will be the one time you see me use Rainbird, and it's the only reason being is this is a 4-foot nozzle. It's going to throw 4 feet. It's a shorter. It's all we really need it for is this tree right here. I could use an end strip for this, but there is a chance that they might be putting some little IAP here in the future, so I want to have something that I can arc and spread out. This is adjustable. So there's a one Rainbird product I'll be using. But I got my 4-inch pop-up, set of cutters. For an area like this around a tree, you might need some loppers. Cutters might not do it. If you got a beaver handy, put him to work, let him beaver this up, chop through it, do whatever you got to do. Everybody get your mind out of the gutter, talking that beaver. Start saying pop up and beaver, and I'm going to get flagged for vulgarity. Make sure you want to rake your area out for something like this. It's going to be probably as simple as us unscrewing and screwing a new one back on and adjusting it, but still, for your digging, get your mulch out of the way. You don't want to mess up all your mulch and get dirt all in it. That's a big complaint I get from homeowners if I ever do get lazy. So just clear out a nice area. You might find that, with the roots you got to take out, you're going to want more area to dig. So once again, I'm going to come in probably about 6 inches all the way around this little joker, hack it, and start the dig. Hopefully that's not a pipe and that's a rock. But yeah, be mindful. Don't slam this thing in once you get past that 4-inch mark, because you could cut through a line. And in an area like this with a lot of roots, you do not, I repeat, do not want to have to fix the line over here. If you had your beaver, you'd end up just killing them and eating it and calling it a day and give up on irrigation. So I'm not going to let you watch the hell I'm about to go through getting to the bottom of this one simple little pop-up. So I'll see you in a minute. Well, you never know what you're gonna find when you start digging things up. So, me coming over here like a dope, thinking I had a 4-inch pop-up because I only had 4 inches of it coming up, failed to think about the fact of, what if, say 4 inches got broke off and I actually had a 6-inch, which, by looking at this, I might even have a 12-inch here. I'm not quite sure yet. But one of the fun things about digging, you never know what you're gonna find. From arrowheads to meteors to all kinds of fun little doodads. But I'll show you a different way to do this. Here's the deal. Most of the time, if I had other plants here, and let's say I had, an area that I had to get up and over, I would go ahead and put something back in here that would belong. Say this. This is going to be your 6-inch pop-up. 4-inch, 6-inch. So, just to everybody out there in the world, especially dudes, there's a big difference in the 4-inch and 6-inch. So you're out there saying, you know what I mean, 8 to 12. Yeah, bud, who are you kidding? Probably got the 4. Anyways, back to this. If I was going to put this back in, though, I would take this little piece out. It simply unscrews. It's pretty easy. Just like so. Take it out. Screw it in the bottom. Now when you screw this thing in, you don't want to go too tight with it, okay? This is just a little bit of, plastic. little nut that goes in there. And then you would take your 1/2-inch street out, thread it back in here. It should easily spin. If it doesn't, you probably got dirt or cross thread it. Take that, I would cut this right there, take that out, fit this back in, and basically glue it back on. But in this instance, I don't need that. I'm gonna put a 4-inch back in because really that's all I need right now. I've already looked at it. It's going to clear my ground area. It's going to spray what I need it to spray. So for right now, that's what we're going to do. Just because something was put there years ago doesn't mean time hasn't changed. You don't have to keep doing what everybody else did. A lot of people never think about changing your irrigation as your landscaping changes. You know, that's just part of it. That's what you need to do. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to cut this old joker out of here, the big bad blues. We're going to yank this gigantor out if we can, if the roots have not kept it. So might have to get up here for this one. Look at that. Alright, so for all you dudes from around saying you got 12. Yeah. Quit lying to the ladies. That shit ain't cool. Gee, damn thing is scare somebody. Alright, take your rag. Let's go ahead and clean your flex off. Now this is old school flex here. This stuff can be a pain in the, you know, in the ass. Not in the beaver, in the ass. So, I'm going to go ahead and clean this off so we can get a nice tight seal. I'm going to get our street L that I already used for this dude. Get Das glue, blue glue. Great stuff. Just, guys, don't huff it. You end up like me, doing YouTube videos of irrigation. Oh, what a world. Be careful with this stuff. I've never used it before. It is hot. It can burn. So I'm going to go ahead though. I'm going to screw on this little guy. And we're going to make sure that's going to be good. Yep. Glue, you don't have to go crazy. Let's go ahead and get a nice bead on there. Put a nice bead on your street L. Come in at an angle. Try not to slip. Easier said than done with that old stuff. Once it's on, hold it in place for a minute. Make sure it doesn't back out of there. Make sure it's straight where you want it. Alright, good to go there. Try to get that glue off your hands as quick as you can. If not, it'll take you a while to get it off in the shower. Alright, so that's in place. So we're going to now use that 100 product I talked about. If I can find a screen for it. Sorry about that. My mount was in the way. Alright, so if you can see this thing, it's one thing I don't like about these guys. And I'm going to show you real quick the difference in Hunter and Rainbird nozzles. So Rainbird nozzle, first thing you want to do to increase, you're going to go to the right. So we're actually going to go all the way back to the left and make sure it's closed. Your starting point is right there. So to increase it, I would open it up. And there's a little notch there on the inside. And that's how you know where your stopping point is. So, the difference in this is, it's on top. I don't have to get down and look at it like that. I close it, screw this thing on, I turn the stem to my starting point, I turn the circle to my stopping point. Pretty easy. you do this as much as I do, that makes a big difference. Another little handy tool to have. I think I spoke too soon. It's Rainbird. Shit. Okay, so we're gonna pull that up. That tool locks your stem so it don't go flying back down in. Just makes things a little easier on you. You have a free hand to, chase the beaver or swat the beaver away or something like that. We're gonna go ahead and screw that back on. We're gonna make sure it's closed. Remove. Now I'm gonna turn this back to my starting point. The L is my starting point. And that should be about good there. Yep, I got it spraying that way. Really, I'm gonna shorten it up right at this tree. That's where I want it. Now for the fun part. You gotta pack that thing. Yeah, pack that. Whoa. So I think it's slab back, but whatever, we're gonna pack that. Anyways, get your tools out of the way, don't bury them. Believe it or not, I have done that. Don't tell my girlfriend. She already thinks most of the things I do are kind of idiotic, and well, I don't blame her. They are. I won't tell her that, but make sure you pack that in really good. Damn stick out of the way. You don't want this thing to shift. The tree will do that work for you, don't worry. Doesn't hurt too if you want. Take something, seal it around. Pack it in nice and tight. Go ahead and bring your mulch back over. Flag out of the way. I said flag. Like I was never here. So, that concludes changing out your pop-up. One more thing, if you do run into, let's say you run into that, I'm just gonna lay down here. I'm gonna get real with you for a second. I'm gonna get on this thing. Hey, what's up? Got my nerd glasses on, safety first. If you do run into this on a rotor, it's the same process, just a bigger street owl, okay? You can go back to the rotor video and watch how to adjust the rotors. It's the same deal. Just, like I said, bigger street owl, glue it on the flex, same way. When you put it on, give it that little twist. I never like to put things straight on. I like to twerk it a little, twist it up, get twisted with it. It just helps that bead to seal better. So I'm just kind of making myself at home. People are probably looking at me right now like, why is this dude laying down staring at a camera? Well, if they only knew. So for everybody out there, that's another just incredible repair. I mean, it really wasn't that incredible, but in my own heart, my own mind, it was. It made me feel special. To help you makes me feel even more special. Anywho, hope everybody has a blessed day. Check out the channel for more. Like I said, ever any questions, just hit me up on the channel. I'll get back to you right away. See ya.